How's it going? Welcome back, everyone. To Rima with the 7-stream streak. Unbelievable. The overwhelming support of this guy. Can you believe it? Sounds like a real loser if you ask me. He got nothing better to do. Nope, that would be me. I'm truly the one with nothing better to do at this point. But, you know, we're close. I only got about a week left. Next week is my last week of medical leave, so... Pretty much you know. I jest at your expense, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How you doing today? How's everybody else doing today? We're getting close to the finale here. As you can see, this is not our character. This is my character I started playing offline. I figured I was far enough ahead in our main here that I could, you know, revisit some key areas, try a different build. I just thought that I hadn't found this armor in the with the other character, and the helmet is obviously like the penitent helmet, which looks. I just thought she looked super cool, so I wanted to highlight that real quick before we load our actual real game. So yeah, that's Nyx. She's the level 27 exiled stalker. It's a pretty fun class. We got two. There's my two swords. You mean you start going back to working next week? I know. I'm gonna let everybody down. Well, no. Next week I'm still off. That's my last week. So we got a whole nother week. I think we might finish this game possibly today. But yeah, there's my cool swords that I'm using. I'm using dual short swords. I love the level of detail. You can the necklace or the pendant and stuff is all there. And that helmet looks super cool. I was a big fan of this armor, so I wanted to show it off. But here we go. We'll load up Pickles. Pickles the pirate cultist. Let's do it. Let's load game. Who also looks super cool, by the way. Not to detract from our main lady Pickles here. How you doing today, Leonard? Hope everyone's having a great day today so far. Alright, so Exiled Stalkers at the ninja class. That's the, I guess, maybe? No, or maybe it is? I don't remember how they described it, but it was, they start with like the two daggers, the dual wielding daggers. You're without power or internet. Snowed in? Oh, I'm jealous. I want to be snowed in. I hope you're staying safe either way. I mean, that's actually bad because you don't have, if you don't have power, that means you don't have heat. That's scary. Hope everything's actually going okay. That's actually not a great situation. I don't mean to be. You're watching this until your phone dies. Good lord. You're endangering yourself for my stream. It'll be fine. How much snow did you guys get? We're gonna check something too here while we're before we get too started. So we finished that boss. Is it the lookout? It's the bell room. Sanctuary. Nope. Sanctuary. No. It's the bell room. You live near a hospital? Oh, you'll be good. Yeah, you'll be alright then. There is a door down here that I forgot about. That I found with my other character yesterday, so I wanted to come back here and check and see what was in it. Mostly a dusting turning to sleet. Yeah, did you get a lot of like wind and stuff too, I bet? That's some pretty gnarly storms running through the US in general. We've had some pretty bad thunderstorms here the past couple days. It's still dark and gloomy out there now. I think it's just gonna rain though. We were supposed to maybe get some snow today. I sincerely doubt we will. It's too warm. But it's just wet and rainy and cold. But it's not cold enough to snow. Alright, over here. Yeah, I got to the end of the fen with my other character yesterday. It's challenging having that the dual wielding thing because you don't do a ton of damage and there's no way to really buff like you do with this character. Like I've become very reliant on these buffs. This guy's probably super weak. Whoops. Oh, soup's weak. Yeah, I'm severely over-leveled now at this point. Dual wielding, you use status effects. Yeah, I'm hoping I get some. Just cause bleed with the other character? I haven't figured out how to get bleed to work. I've tried bleed on a couple different things, and I can't. It never seems to do anything. Hey, look, an item. We should build something. Small beryllium fragment. All right, that was it for in there. But then there's this door over here. You do build up per weapon. Okay. Like one doesn't just override the other. Double the weapons, double the effects. Oh, great. I'm glad I opened this door. Oh, God. Oh, no. I can't see what's happening. You didn't love bleed in this game? Yeah, a part of me thinks that they, like, very intentionally made it not overpowered like it was in Elden Ring. But well, I don't even know that Elden Ring was... This had a bit of development. For God's sake, could you give me, like, a break here? Good lord. Your puke should be dead already. My biggest complaint remains the targeting in this game is atrocious. And I have tried every setting. And these freaking archers. These are my two biggest complaints. Your parasite is still alive? You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. Who else wants a piece? Yeah! Alright, there's an item back here I missed. Not a big elemental guy to begin with. Good thing I'm over leveled here. Yeah, that would have been ridiculous if I was like the level I was when I got the this key in the first place. Double wind come. I was thinking it too. I was like, I won't make the obvious joke. I'll leave that to Tariba. The rage would have come back. Holy damage in this game? Yeah, the game. It definitely. I've said before. The other. It's a very minor gripe that I have with the game. In terms of its overall design, is that it's clear to me that the developers wanted me to play this game a certain way. And they make it difficult to not play that way. But I don't necessarily hate that. It's just, it gets a little irritating sometimes, like when I'm trying to do it my way and I just can't. Pardon my sniffles here. The allergies are killing me. Trying to figure out where I am. So this is where Griselda was. Whenever you free Griselda. This is where we freed her, and Sparky. I should, you know what? Let's leave the Umbral while we can, actually. But I noticed yesterday when I was playing that there was a door here that is opened by the Pilgrim's Perch key that I had forgotten about with this character. Where am I in the game? Oh, I just killed some assassin lady in where I got Adir's rune. Which that's the other thing I wanted to check, actually, was I wanted to check and see if I could do something with that, because it seems like I might have an additional option with these beacons, and I want to test that theory. And I want to talk to Rosamund. Have I used the rune? I have not yet used the rune. No. But I'm excited to try it. So is there truly nothing out here except, like, misery? Or is there, like, something I'm missing? Maybe I should go back into the Umbral? There doesn't seem to actually be anything here at all. There was an item here, which... couldn't even tell you what it was. Becomes unclear how to progress once you've done all the beacons. So I'm still working on... I've gotten 4 of them. I think I'm very close to the last one. But I have ideas. I think I have an idea of where the game is directing me. Well, at least in terms of what I've, you know, picked up. And so just for my own, I mean, I'm probably super wrong about everything. I don't even remember what I just picked up from here, honestly. It must be this. Increase physical damage and physical defense. Wow. Is that what I picked up? Because that's pretty cool. Oh, we got this rune too. I don't know what that does. Increase physical damage while two-handing. I don't have that kind of rune slot. Which one's left? Swamp Tower, Stone City. I think it's near. I think I'm in some kind of abbey. I finished the tower, which I almost missed. It seems like you could walk right past the Tower of Penance. That was a frustrating area, but I gotta say, I actually really liked it. I think that's like that's gonna be my hot take with this game. Is that an area that other people hated? I really liked. I think it's the Abbey, and we're gonna head back there very shortly. There's a couple things I wanted to check. You know, I wanted to waste time. You know, we're getting close to the end of the game, so I gotta dilly dally, drag it out for everybody. This is the wrong way. You did find your run, though? Your run through. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited to try other builds. The dual wielding is fun. But I think you're right. I gotta figure out how to make that work a little more efficiently. Because it's tough when you're dealing with like a super tanky boss. Like right now, I'm fighting the Hush Saint with her, and it's rough, man. It's because the strategies are good, but like I don't do that much damage, and it's like pointless to right now. I'm using like salts and stuff, but there's such a limited supply. You did on your first run through. Couldn't find the tower beacon. Alright, where was... It's in the shrine. That's what I want to check. I got invaded a bunch yesterday, too. Not here on stream. For some reason, this character doesn't really get... I've been invaded once with this character, but I got invaded like 2 or 3 times yesterday in like a 2-hour span. Hush ain't so much easier to be for wins. Exactly. Which I got them to like... I got one of them to level 3 and one's at level 2. Because I don't have tons of resources yet. Maybe I'm going too fast through the game. Alright, what do you got to say?
There's another way. A surer way to bring me into Adir's embrace. The practice is ancient, taboo. But no true follower of Adir should choose caution over dedication.
Maybe I just need to get good.
I didn't come this way just to hesitate now.
That's not on brand. Me getting good at a game. That's not on brand for the Walpole cometh.
I need to feed upon the flesh of the Rogar, but only the most powerful, those whose strength will bless me in turn. I'm a tongue of flame in the inferno of Adir's vengeance, and a fire needs to be nourished.
Okay, well, can you be more specific, please?
You have to, and bring me that flesh.
Bring me that flesh.
I knew peace once.
I'm assuming I'll kill somebody and they'll give me their flesh. I had flesh.
Adir will
Didn't I?
give me that back.
You don't have anything to say about my rune? Ah, here it is. Infernal Enchantress flesh. Is she going to become an Infernal Enchantress and I'm going to die?
In the divine sight of Adir, I consume this blessed flesh.
Breathe in through the nose. Oh, I've got tons of flesh for her. Eat it.
In the divine sight of Adir,
eat all the flesh.
I consume this blessed flesh.
Okay, we don't have to hear that a second time. Got any more? Is that it?
Oh,
More! That's gross. So who else? I mean, how much flesh do you need, lady? I gave you all the flesh. I also don't think I have figured out... What am I looking for? This. These are my questy items. So we have the... There's like this glass. I still don't know where this comes from. Like, I didn't even realize this was a quest item. But I have 2 of them now. And I don't know who to give them to. And the perception list also... Maybe I'll give it... This I should try to talk to Mulhu. I'm trying to, like... Trying to wrap things up here. I don't want to leave any loose ends. Been having so much fun with DS2. Yeah. It's really a good game. Like, it gets so much hate. And I understand some people's complaints with it. I do get it. But I really liked 2. I have a ton of hours in 2. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it on stream or not. I think I may take a little break from Souls-likes after we finish this. We got to the castle last night. Nice. Yeah, you're plowing through them games. That's awesome, though. I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're classics. I'm excited for you to play 3, because that one is my personal favorite. It's probably a little more linear than the other ones. Okay, so I think we've done all we can here, then, right? Is that accurate? We gave her some flesh. She ate the flesh, like you do, apparently. What else was I going to do? There was something else I was going to check. I wanted to go back to Skyrest, that's right. I want to see if Mulhu can tell me what some of this other stuff is. I was like super stuck in, because it had been so long since I played it. I got like completely stuck in our playthrough here on Twitch. Couldn't figure out where to go next. You have faith in FS? Did I check all my... I think I checked all this. Yeah. I didn't want to do anything with that. So he doesn't care about the perception wisp.
Chosen bearer of the lamp, like you I serve.
Man, these spells are neat. I lost the there's like a bridge somewhere that I have to find some NPCs at. Like, I don't want to spend too much time doing this stuff, but like there's definitely some things I need to check. Debating DS3 or ER. Well, we got what, 2 months, 2.5 months before the brand new Elden Ring DLC comes out.
You serve a higher purpose, to strive in darkness, in light we walk.
ER make more sense. That's what you think. They did mention a bridge, but I don't think this is the right bridge. Yeah, I don't think it is. Alright, so there was the other Skyrest bridge part as well that lady said she would go to. Also, I have no idea where the Pyromancer chick went. I had to think about who that was for a minute. Why is there a lamp here? Is that a lamp? What is that? I think it's glitch. I think it's a glitch. Is there even any... What the heck? Weird. I didn't see that before. ER's for Souls-like? Yeah, that can be pretty overwhelming, I think, if you're not familiar with that style of game. Those are for a mini quest? Uh-oh. One that's probably far too late for me to have started, right? I want to know what happened to my pyromancer lady. She's not outside Pieta's arena anymore. I'm just like actively wasting time at this point. World's worst streamer. I don't like leaving things undone though. Is that what? No. Oh, hey, there she is.
Ah, good to see you didn't lose your head, though you might wish you had. If you spend too long
That's not the
listening
pyromancer,
to the
but
nonsense spouted by some people around here. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Kukagen of the Envenomed, the finest mercenary company to ever grace the plains of Yisugen. At one time.
I was gonna say, you got yourself petrified, lady. Like, willingly.
Like I said, I owe you, and from what I hear, you've got no small amount of bloody work ahead of you.
Oh, she just a new
when
summon?
there's fighting to be
Ah, I
done,
see.
Feel free to call on me, and I'll be there.
Call on
for
me,
a smaller fee than I usually charge.
call on me.
You didn't expect me to put my neck on the line for free, did you? I'm grateful, but I'm not an idiot.
Anybody see that edit from like a long time ago where they took that song and, and like put it over like the original Nintendo version of Punch Out, King Hippo? And it's just like a static image, and his mouth moves like it does on Nintendo, and they just like synced it with like call on me, call me. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, but it was stupidly funny. It's so funny.
I help you.
It's so dumb.
You pay me. We stay friends. It's simple.
What am I
Just be
paying
sure
you
to
in?
make good on your end of the bargain.
What do you need money for,
If you
lady?
don't, that would complicate things.
Yeah, you think
And
you stand a
neither of
chance?
us wants that.
You want a piece of me?
I help you. Just be sure to make. If you don't, and neither of us.
Having a decorated sword is no small.
Shut up. Not anybody would have something like constructive or useful to offer me here, but they don't. Griselda's still up there. There's not much. I don't have. I'm like out of good nuggies. Quests and upgrade materials. Yeah, I don't have the right kind of nuggies anymore. I have no idea what this does. Oh, is this? I bet you that's the thing I have to put where I killed that boss. Maybe? I don't remember. Nobody seems to want glass. Alright, let's get out of here. I've wasted about as much time as I possibly could. Alright, we are... Am I near this? I think the seedling. Yeah, I don't think I started at a vestige, did I? Oh, yes, I remember. Okay, yeah, here's where I am, Leonard. This was where I left off yesterday. I'm wondering if I should check the... because my theory is that I can go and... like, now that I have the root of a deer, I have a suspicion that I can do something else with the beacons now. But I haven't tested it. You've seen that edit? Yeah. It's so dumb, but it's so genius. Yes, I can do that quest. Is it like actually given to me as a quest, or do I just show up there? Because like my idea was to go and just start showing up at the other beacons and start defiling them. Poor Pieta, she's gonna be so upset. But I think her god is a fraud. least if I serve a deer, I know what I'm in for. Replete Vigor Skull. You go with their locations at endgame? What's that? They're, oh, I see. So you mean those things that that weird red thing that appeared? Are you guys stuck? Ugh. The floaty things? Yeah, yeah, the little... It looked like a red skull, almost. Oh, really? They do events in this game? That's pretty cool. Alright, I want to see what's over here first. I'll avenge you in a minute, Lightbearer. Lamp, Lady Lightbringer. Where is this? Hi. Hiya! Dogs are a little rough to hit with this with the slower weapon, but totally worth it. All right, let's check. Wow. You know, I have a puppy friend back at Skyrest. He just sits there and sleeps while I pet him. Like, why don't you do that? Oh, don't you dare. Oh, you son of a gun. They released a mini quest for the holidays? Okay, you're gonna eat it now, punk. Take it. I think that's cool, because you wouldn't expect... I wouldn't expect something like that in like a single-player game like this. And I guess it is, like, multiplayer in the same kind of sense that, you know, any Souls-like is a multiplayer game. So I can understand it. It's just, it's still super cool. Excuse my... Who else wants a piece? You. I'll save you, Lancelot. I think didn't I avenge you once already? I remember this name. You've been avenged. Very Santa-esque Soulsborne jacket. Okay. I think this is like kind of the side of where we just came from. Maybe. I'm lost. Fair amount of content post-release. That's awesome. See, that tells me that I mean, because again, I've talked at length about the atrocity that is their first Lords of the Fallen game, and it just seems to me like they've really gone out of their way to make sure that it's you know, that they've improved as a company. Very open and communicative. Yeah. You know, it's funny because like I don't recall. I didn't see a ton of people playing this game. Everybody dropped at the same time Eliza P, and it seemed like that was more the one that people were interested in. So I didn't see a ton of people playing this, but everyone that I did see playing it around launch time was pretty pleased. I don't remember hearing a ton of complaints about like technical issues, at least. No. Well, that's not fair. Hexworks, maybe, because they had because it's still credited to CI Games. Totally overshadowed, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. I know, right? Screw consoles. They've officially announced a sequel? That's awesome. Yeah, I know CI Games, they have a lot of games under their belt. But it seems like they've, like with these types of games, they've always kind of contracted out to other studios. Because I know Deck 13 was part of who did come on, right buttons here. They did a lot of they did the first iteration of Lords of the Fallen, and then they went on to do the Surge games, and then this time they're partnered with a studio called Hexworks, I believe. CI Games, what? Oh, CI Games, they've been around for a while. They got quite a lot of stuff under their belt, but it seems like they always work in conjunction with other development studios for these types of games. Because it was Deck 13 for the first one. Hey, what a shot! Like, their influence is still there, though. Like, there's definitely a lot. There's some very key defining things that I see with CI games. They have. I think they've the two that I'm familiar with are the Surge games, obviously. And those that you can tell, like if you play the original Lords of the Fallen and then you play the Surge, like I didn't even know when I first started playing the Surge, I did not know because I used to not really pay too much attention to production companies, and all that kind of stuff. But I knew immediately. The second I started playing the Surge, I was like, this is the same company that did it. And I looked it up. It's not CI Games. It was actually Deck 13. So there's even a lot of that influence still in this game. Come on, die already. You have too many hit points. You've got my souls, sir. I'll be needing those. Keeping an eye on Hexworks. I agree. I'm curious to see what else they pop out with. It's funny too because like I've said before, like you can totally see the what was that? Shield of piercing light. I don't think that was in any way worth it. Can I open this now? Yeah, there we go. I kind of vaguely know where we are right now. This is where I remember. I remember you. Why did I put a seed in here? What was I thinking? It was like literally I had one planted right out here. And for some reason I was like, no, I need to put another one right here. Alright, so that was a big loop, so we've done that. Yeah, I'm curious to see what else Hexworks can come out with. Because they're, like, the attention to detail, I've put in a number of things that, like, I've been impressed with. And, like, the biggest is that their attention to detail from an aesthetic standpoint is like, unmatched. I will never complain about the art direction of this game because it's fantastic. Try a seed-only run. That would be expensive. You've spent so many souls on seeds. Can you just so you just like don't activate any vestiges at all? Oh, man. I knew you were there. What the heck was I doing? I'm just wasting heals. I was complaining a couple days ago when I was super grumpy on my stream on Monday. One of the best looking games. It's really, I'm very impressed with the visual design. It's originally how New Game Plus was designed. They removed the vestiges. That's funny, man. That would be that's at least because I've always felt that like New Game Plus tends to be maybe not as challenging yeah, I guess, you know, that makes the bosses stronger and, you know, makes all the enemies stronger and all that, but not nearly enough. At least in my experience with Souls style games. So I like that they did something a little different than just tank everything up, you know? Like they actually put like a real challenge into it. That's very cool. Can I open this door? Nope. I could plant a seed. How many do I have? 2? No, I'm not going to plant a seed. Just save all my seeds! I want to get that archer first. Yes, I feel good about how that went. I agree with my own decisions. Ah, he like... Oh, he blocked my soul flay. That's what happened. That's good teamwork, Effigy. They made it an option. I mean, if you're going to do New Game Plus, you might as well. I was saying, when I was super cranky the other day, I was like, I was saying how I think, I'm fairly confident that there's not going to be a no-hit run of this. I don't think it's possible. I legitimately don't think it's possible at all. Did I? I went the wrong way. Wait, no I didn't. Wait, is this where I just got the treasure chest down here? Yes, it sure is. Okay, so I didn't check up yet. Nobody got time for that? There's no way. I feel like the design, the general design of the game does not allow for it. Can't fool me, punk. Looks like another boss fight. Let's go check the other area first. I would be very impressed were I to see somebody actually pop out a run like that with this game. What a silly way to play a game. I know, like, I have mad respect for people who can have the time and patience for such things, but I certainly don't. Nice. Really gotta, like, lay into those guys. This weapon is super cool. But yeah, I don't know. I play some pretty challenging and punishing games because I like to be challenged and punished, apparently. But, like, sometimes it really borders on, like, there's something really wrong with my brain that I keep subjecting myself to this. It's another mimic. More mimicry. But for the most part, I enjoy it whenever it's a challenge and then I overcome it. Like, I cannot imagine putting the time and effort into trying it, like a no-hit run or like a, you know what I mean, like a no-death run. That's a level of dedication that I simply don't have, and I don't even want to have it. I like to enjoy games. Work call. How dare you, sir? You know better than to be productive. No problem, buddy. Appreciate the lurk, as always. We'll do some parrying for old time's sake here. Oh. Oh, that was a perfect parry. You lie, game. Ooh. My timing it was fine. That hit me. Alright, I'm done playing games. You slick son of a gun. What a dodge. Ooh, look at that pretty water. Late for your 9:30? Yeah, it's the only area that of this like the only part of this area that I haven't really enjoyed was when I was running through the gauntlet and there's one of those nuns. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're here. Oh, and they're in the umbral. Duh. But there's like this like gauntlet that you have to run through because there's like one of the corrupted nuns way up top, and she's shooting you with like a giant laser, like and you're not safe no matter where you go. So you have to like beeline. You can't stop to fight anything. Excuse me. Oh, baby. Is that two? It's two. We're gonna go visit Pieta. Have I done this area? Oh, I'm like at the tail end of it, I think. Yeah, I think I'm in like the second half of it. I think. Because yeah, I was way down there before. That's actually exactly where that laser nun is, and you kind of run up through, like you can't see it because of that bigger building, but you run up through that way. And it's like this terrifying gauntlet. So I like beelined through it and then killed her, and then went and explored the rest of the area. It was like the only thing I could think to do. Okay, so that seems to be all that's here. We have to go see Pieta now. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I was glad that I was perhaps in a much better mood doing it yesterday. Because Monday was a weird day. It was okay. All right, I know where to go. Never mind. I'm having like brain buffering. I need more coffee apparently. I want to go see Pieta, and then we'll actually progress in the game, if you can believe it. But yeah, I was super grumpy on Monday, and I just was like not having it. I couldn't deal with anything that this game was throwing at me. But we've regained our composure. How many? I don't have any nuggies, do I? I don't need to upgrade the catalyst. Yeah, right now I think it's better that we maybe get a little bit of actual level upgrade. Alright. Let's go see Pieta. Mage and Dark Souls are not cutting it? Yeah. That was actually the first way I played every Souls game. Was with a mage. And like I've tried to play a mage since then, like now that I've become more experienced with Souls-like games. And I feel like the magic in Dark Souls is just not good. Oh yeah, for sure. Like you really have to keep like you spend most of the time just dodging stuff and then try to get a spell off whenever you can.
Our holy work continues, Lampbearer.
Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you.
Pieta, I hope that when I destroy your birthright that we can still be friends. Not into Unga Bunga Bonk. Yeah, I've been going through the Souls games with trying to do like the strength builds, and it's rough. I mean, it's fun. But yeah, you're a Dex guy. I'm the same way. I think Dex is it's the most fun that I've had personally with Souls-like games. I'm starting to get the value of the strength builds, but they are slow, and I'm impatient. I don't have the patience for that. All right, we got another boss up here, I think. But I'm a big proponent. You'll never hear me say. I'll never be one of those guys that's like you're playing the game wrong. If you're not having fun, then you're playing the game wrong. That's the only way you can. That's the only way you can play a game wrong is if you are not having fun. If you have fun playing it a certain way, you do it. I mean, like I can't stand how people get so bent out of shape about stuff like that. Like you're not the master of people who, you know, the ministry of enjoyment. Games equal fun, exactly. Yeah. Realize none of the optimization people hyperfixate on matters. Yeah, yeah, you really can't, right? Because no matter what, someone's going to be unhappy. Hang on, let's buff up. I've done poorly. Why can't I see? It's the targeting. It's the targeting. Son of a gun. All right, let's do this. I will say, like, even though this sword is a bit chunkier than the other weapons I've used in this game, I'm really liking it. I love the moveset. I think it's very good. Yes, I will steal your souls because I feel like it doesn't really give me health. That's okay. It'll make me feel better to kill you all. I always think of that episode of Big Bang Theory. When Sheldon decides he wants to branch out and try a different friend group, but he expects the new people that he's hanging out with, he expects them to do everything as per his schedule, as usual, you know. And then they're kind of going along with it, and then, you know, they're deciding to play a game, and then they play it a certain way, and it's not the same way that Sheldon does it. And then he ends up going back to Leonard and saying, and they're like, well, what about your new friends? What are you doing here? And he goes, I had to leave. They were having fun wrong. I feel like there's so many people on the internet, these keyboard warriors, that are like, no, that's not how you do it. And that just, like, figure something else out, man. Figure out your life. This appears ominous. What a cool looking area. Alright, let's do it.
Sisters, I must see Judge Cleric on a matter of the utmost urgency.
It's Pieta.
Please, stand aside.
Our Immaculate Lady does not wish to be disturbed, Pieta.
Pieta.
This sickness, this corruption, spreading
She tried to
across the
warn them.
kingdom is out of control, and our efforts to cleanse it have devolved into callous butchery. People, including our own brothers and sisters, are suffering and dying.
We speak for Judge Cleric, Pieta. Should she have need of you, you will be summoned. As for those who fall victim to the corruption, perhaps they are merely proving their souls to be undeserving of salvation. After all.
So here's what I think happened, right? I think in the first game you had a deer returning, and the Rogar were coming through, and like the point of the game, I think, was you had to close off the bridges between the Rogar realm and Axiom, and to stop the invasion. So my guess is that at some point, because we've seen a couple of these scenes where like the Iron Wayfarer is like, I had a mission, I was doing the right thing, and then but you see him giving the rune of Adir to the Judge Cleric in one of those scenes, and the beacons are up, which means Adir shouldn't be able to return. So I think somehow Adir was able to worm his way into the Judge Cleric from that rune, and that's what's causing this new corruption. And there, I think that Hayata's been she was unaffected, or she was affected until I killed her and brought her back to life. But yeah, it's that's my theory. I think that that's how all this has started again. Is that somehow Adir has returned? Exactly. Funny you never watched the show, probably because I spent a decade having people ask me if I knew there was a character named Leonard. Wow. That's fun. I usually only get that like once or twice a year. Any Friday the 13th and Halloween. Those are the days. Those are the days I get. That's why I think Hayata might understand what we're doing. A ring once worn by Saint Selenor of the Hallowed Sentinels increase posture and poise when your health is full or almost full. I think we'll keep what we have. But yeah, I think the corruption started at the top here. Poor Pieta, she tried. She warned everybody. She tried to stop it. So many opportunities for Waffle House jokes? Absolutely. It's a vestige. Let's rest and get ourselves out of the umbral. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Alright. Who are we fighting in here? Ah, dang it. That's not what I wanted.
As you bless these
Wasted
flowers
magic.
with your radiance and help them flourish, so too bless me, so I may help all of my loyal
Totally
brothers
agree.
and sisters flourish and continue to prove myself worthy of their faith. This land has known much darkness, but together, with hope and devotion in our hearts, we will not only stand ever vigilant in its defense, but guide its ascent into your loving light.
Oh, the horn thing that plays, yeah. Oh yeah, there was even another thing that I noticed, like back in where you first like start to see like all those bells and stuff. I can't remember the name of the area. It's like one of the real early areas, but the vestige is in the bell room. But the guys, when you get close to them, they have like the pointed sticks with the bell on it, and like when they move, you hear it ring a little bit, but it doesn't really ring. It's the muffled ring because it's not being rung. It's just moving, and that's the that attention to detail is phenomenal. Yeah, they kind of jingle. It's such a spot-on sound though too. Like they really the work that they put into those kinds of details is extremely apparent. Oh, it's one of these ladies. You know what? Let me get my items first. Then I'll deal with you. No, I wasted all my magic. forever defend this game? Yeah. There's a lot to love about it. I get mad, but who doesn't? Why are you only at half life? Look at all these zombies. I don't really want to be in the Umbral. Maybe I can go, like, I hate the rest again, though. I gotta start paying attention to what I picked up, too, because I already forgot what it was. Yeah, really in the end, like, the complaints I have with the game, while they may anger me immensely at times, they're really pretty minor for the most part. Bountiful ring. I'm getting tons of rings. Increase item discovery rate. Okay. We're gonna have to make a run for it up here. Oh, of course you got a little buddy up here. Where'd you go? Dude, stop. Cheapers. What the hell was that? that is a complaint. That right there. That's that kind of placement. I don't like. I feel like if you want to give an enemy like a bunch of stamina, fine, but let them have stamina that does end at some point, instead of just a constant spam of attacks. It didn't help that I was in the Umbral, for sure. Why are they all at like half-life? Yeah, it's a cool looking spell, if nothing else. I'm gonna die again. Alright, you're getting fireballs, you... Who is this? I don't want to be in the Umbral. You know what? So we're not going to be. We're going to go back and rest. With all the stamina, right? Every enemy in the game has all the stamina. Because they just don't stop. It's just a constant spam of like move after move after move. And like you can't, like you try to dodge and like they just go with you with the dodge. Like many times. It can be very frustrating. Oh. That time, punk. A Machev. Machev. Alright, there's another one up here, and there's multiple enemies here. Ugh. See, and then you can't really actually fight anything effectively because there's always some other dude on your butt. It doesn't help that I cannot see what the heck's even going on. I have no idea what's happening. Is this the same lady that I just fought? Is that the same boss? Alright. The other lady has to die first. Where did she go? I'm sure I'll see her giant laser soon. Oh, she healed. Great. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I think that'll be... I'm curious to see, because, like, it does look very good. It looks like it's probably a lot of fun to play, and everybody, like, so far, it's been, like, universally loved and accepted by all. So I am curious. You've never been so torn on a game? No, God forbid you should actually target the enemy that I want you to target. Itchy earballs. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna super love it the same way I've heard other people talk about it. It does look like it's gonna be pretty fun though. I don't want to disparage it, especially without having played it. Did you die? Ugh. Alright, now we can fight without you being a wuss. And hiding... Ugh! Stupid camera jank. Yeah, this is literally the same. Like this chick was a boss fight 10 minutes ago. Probably the hardest game you ever played? Really? This is better than the call you finish on? I will take that as a compliment. Alright, we killed those punks. I knew there was stuff here. I could sense it in my Spidey gamer sense. Sure I'm not missing anything here. Take a sword like that to one of the calls you've scheduled. Is this worth it? I don't think so. Because I'm fairly confident if there's a boss behind that door right there, that I'll be able to just run up. I don't worry about that too much at all. Curious how I feel with Sekiro? Yeah, well, that's another one I'm gonna try one of these days. It's on the I'll get to it pile. I feel like I have to. For as much of a fan of FromSoft games as I am, it doesn't seem fair that I haven't played one that is available to me. Sure. Terima, what's going to be your next Souls-like experience? Now that you're done with Dark Souls, you've done Elden Ring, you've done Sekiro. Very different style game from Dark Souls and Lies of P. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of pioneered a new type of Souls-like. Like they showed. I feel like with Sekiro they showed that it doesn't have to be all like this heavy clunky hack and slash. What's the anime Souls game? Code Vein? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's it, right? Code Vein, you got it. Dark Souls 2 is next for you? That's awesome. Yeah, Terima played Code Vein. What about You think are you at all interested in any in the Neo games? Because I think that'll be. The gate does not budge. The gate does not budge. The gate does not budge. Didn't feel very Souls-like. It's like a. We'll call that a Souls Light. You do have Neo 1 already? Here's my other hot take, because I know everybody says that Neo 2 is better. I don't know if it's like a... I really thoroughly enjoyed Neo 1 a lot. I had a harder time sticking with Neo 2. Mechanically, yes. Gameplay-wise, Neo 2 is significantly advanced, like much better than the first Neo, but I felt way more engaged by the first Neo game. I'm not sure why. Alright, now we have to figure out where to go. Is that a beacon? So there is a beacon in there, right? Is there perhaps an alternate door somewhere? We went up into that little tower. There's nothing there. Baby's first Souls game? Yeah, I would agree with that. Using it to get your cousin ready for Dark Souls? Story is way more engaging for the first one? Yeah, for sure. I could not have cared less about the story for Neo 2, which is unlike me. It just felt very bland. There was, like, and like... I like that they let you make your own character for 2. Like, that's a big upgrade. But it also disconnects me from the story in a certain way. What was that? A glitch. I must be missing something. I should check the umbral. Neo, you made the mistake of thinking you could beat all the side missions? Yeah. I can understand that. Oh, there is a ladder. How about that? We've done it, folks. I can definitely see that. I feel like that kind of happened to me with Neo 2. I was so enthralled with the first Neo and like the feel of it and everything that I couldn't get enough. I beat it very quickly. And then Neo 2, I played them back to back, so that might have been part of the problem too. I did beat Neo 2. It took me a while. I didn't play for a good while, and then I went back to it later. Side missions or campaign? I tried to do it all. Especially with Neo 1, I couldn't get enough. But I feel like there was a lot more in Neo 2, and that made it a little more difficult for me to finish them all and not get burnt out. I'm gonna look in a minute to see if there's a setting that says straight up target closest enemy, whether it's on your freaking screen or not. Visually, the games look fantastic. Yeah, especially on Steam, because on Steam you're getting the remastered versions, obviously. Proximity prioritizes enemies that are nearest the player. Dynamic prioritizes enemies that are closer to the center of the screen without limits. Precision, enemies that are closer to the center of your screen with a maximum limit of enemies. Okay, so no, we don't want precision. Should we try proximity? And Legacy, their description of Legacy doesn't help me at all. Maybe you just suck. I wouldn't say that. It's very different. It's hardly classifiable as a Souls-like. I definitely would consider it such, but it's a pretty loose interpretation of the Souls-like experience for sure. Umbral Eye of Dolm. Well, this was not the way forward. I thought it would be, but it's just a secret item. There's a stowaway on my boat. Alright, now what am I missing? Let's check our eye. What'd we get? Enemies within siphon range are temporarily slowed. Plus 30% siphon radius. Wow. I might actually... That's pretty cool. It's like DS's cousin. Yeah. Code Vein's a good intro, so they give you multiple combinations. Or companions, yeah. Yeah, and it's not as, like... It's not as focused on this overbearing challenge, I think, that a lot of Souls-like developers get locked into. Really want to try Astoria? Oh, yeah, that was fun. Curse of the Stars, that one. I didn't beat it. I should go back and finish that game. It's also, I would say, like a Souls-light. Like, it's definitely a Souls-like, but I didn't find it to be particularly challenging. It had its moments for sure. At least what I've played of it so far. I put a good bit of hours into it. I think my only issue with that game was that the sheer amount of dialogue. There was so much dialogue sometimes. It's all optional though, but like I'm obsessive compulsive, so I had to get rid of all the tick marks. Well, I'd say we're officially lost. Let me get out of the umbrella. I hear the music going. It's making me nervous. It's like they've managed to like put that mood music in here, and it's very reminiscent. As soon as I start to hear it, it's like I'm like flashing back to the late '90s when Sonic is underwater for too long. Waffle didn't beat a game. It's true. I know that's not like me. All right, so the gate does not budge. I don't think anything we can do is going to make it budge. That's what she said. I must be missing something. It is hard for me to see with how dark this game is and that ring light shining right in my face. You've reached that point in Coder? Yeah. There's an Italian Renaissance themed Souls like. Really? What's that called? Alright, let's go back. Well, I feel like I've spent a lot of time literally running in circles aimlessly looking for the way forward here. Did I miss something in the Abbey? You know what I'm gonna try? Hamlet? Hope and assume it's a very stereotypical Italian name. Baratucci Souls. Oh. Oh. That was probably mean. I'm gonna get canceled now. Michelangelo, the Renaissance. You missed it. I said Baratucci Souls, and I cracked myself up. You were looking at the trailer. Oh, I'm glad I can make myself laugh. Dropped in the Discord. Thank you. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'm a sucker for. There's a couple. There's another one too. I forget. I haven't looked at my wish list in a while because it depresses me. Should we try to like? I'm gonna try to go to a shrine, or a beacon rather. It looks pretty. Hey, I'm Sultan over here! Challenge can come out exactly the same as ER DLC. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that doesn't seem very fair. This is a lot darker than I remember. Let's see what happens. I bet I have to go back to Skyrest.
That's what she said.
Nice. Do nothing. Okay. We have in fact done nothing. Alright, let's go back to Skyrest and see what the heck's going on, because I'm confused now. I don't know where else to go. That's right. I'm the king of doing nothing. I think they then moved the release to another huge launch. Oh, really? Did I get the Abbey's Beacon? I did not. It seemed like it was behind that door. Did I miss something physically in the Abbey? It looked like... Oh, that was the thing. Let me go back to the seedling, actually. It almost looked like it looked to me like that was the beacon up there, or like it could be, but I couldn't really, I can't do anything. I picked up the rune from here. I was surprised Pieta didn't have anything to say about that, about the fact that I now hold the rune of a deer. Did you keep water out of my house? For the most part. A little bit in the old basement arena. Oh, you think you know? I think I have to go back to Skyrest. Want a hint? I'll take a hint, yeah. I'm trying to think of which... So I went up and up and up, which I think is... I wonder if I missed something out here. Explore the umbrella. I know where the priest is. Where I just was, in front of that big gate? Or like more out here? That other dog was just minding his own business. He got whacked. Incorrect strategy, number one. In the rainy area? Yeah. So I had found an item there. But I didn't see anything else. Probably a skill issue. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. That was pretty cool. Listening more than you've been watching? Okay. So I was on the right track here. Whoops! Oh, wow. I saw what was happening there and I was like, uh-oh, 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 stop running, and the signal couldn't get to my hands fast enough from my brain. You watch someone finish Rebirth again? Having it be a remake ruins it? That, I could understand that. like the gameplay and mechanics are good, and that's like the only appeal to me for ever wanting to play those games. Well, that's not true. Tifa has two pretty good reasons to appeal to me. Oh, there was a vestige here that I forgot about. All right, let's. I was kind of right. I knew. So there's. I leave that behind. Got that already. Oh, you know what? I bet I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I know exactly where I have to go now. Why are we not running? Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. Why in the heck I didn't think to even look here when I was standing here? I just want to note for the record that that definitely came through the wall. If you have to try and figure out the ending for a game 4+ hours, you're missing out on the game, or the game isn't explaining something. I mean, to be fair, the story of Final Fantasy VII has always been a convoluted mess. And I don't think the remakes did anything to really remedy that. Where'd you go, lady? Where are you? There you are. I didn't power up. Seems like they made it way worse. That's how you do it. You know what? I think we can avenge this lamp bearer. I don't want to kill that other lady, though. I really would rather not deal with that. Thank God we made her tankier. Where'd she go? She's trying to bait me into a fight with that other lady. Try not to be super negative on the game since you never played them. That was well deserved. Gross. I'm gonna get zapped. Guess who you just made immune to damage for 8 seconds. Alright, now I can take care of the other lady. Dang it. Oh! I'm working for the enemy, obviously. How do you mean? Am I immune? I was immune to damage for 8 whole seconds. I still died. Alright, screw this. Not what I wanted. I ain't fighting these ladies again. They can eat it. Out of my way. Come on, good trying to hit me, it hit me. Alright, we're just gonna run for it. Since she apparently can just shoot through walls. Just because the wall's not really there or whatever.
I've tried, Ermengarde. You know that better than anyone. I've tried for so long and in so many ways to make these people see that what I do is what's best not just for this kingdom, but the whole world. I know Adir and the Rogar better than anyone. And they have the temerity to question me.
Temerity?
To condemn my actions.
What a word.
I wonder what you'd say to me now if you could. I miss your wise counsel. But your presence still brings me strength, and that's what I need now. The strength to do what must be done. I will protect them, even if it has to be from themselves.
Wonder who that was. This is like a scene right out of Dark Souls as well. Oh, what's the name of that stupid place? Scholar's Tower or something? Not sure you've ever heard that worse before. Hiya! Word. I know, yeah, that's a new one for me too. Oh, he seems so gosh dang tanky. Oh boy. This killed like 7 dudes in one hit. I will accept that. We got a seed. Good, good. Oh boy. Putrid child catalyst. Gross. Was that timed? Was that Apparently that was timed. Okay. Let's try again. Get away from me! Temerity. I'm gonna have to look it up now. That'll be the word of the day. Right. Oh no! Getting real annoyed. I don't want you to target the enemy. Good God. There is no good targeting option. There just isn't. There, we did it. We've been in the Umbral too long. Uh-oh. You can guess what happens next. They're sleeping. They're literally snoring. We just won't. Oh, shoot! My tiny footstep woke her up. Oh, they're definitely lacking in hit points now. But that's right, she's gonna heal her. Whatever works. Large beryllium nuggies. Alright, now what? Now where do I go? Look, there's so much stuff that's going to wake up and try to get me. Close to the beacon, I think. Oh! Ooh! Stuck. Wow. Okay. Sure. You can have that one. Good. Stop it! Good lord. It's a little, this little janky area. Empyrean Church Key. Okay. Understood. Any other sleeping statues want a piece? I'll give it to you. Okay. Nothing over here, it looks like. Totally worth it. So I'm guessing now I can open the big door? Is that what we've established here today? Then we have to go back and rest anyway. But hopefully without getting shot. I should maybe have considered opening the door first before running back to rest. I don't think it matters though. Oh boy! Oh, I'm sleepy today. I wonder what my problem is. Oh, more coffee. I could use some more coffee. That'd be swell. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a quick little break here. I gotta get some water. Gotta get up and move my legs a bit. Yeah, give me a couple of mementos here. Oops, oops. Let me see if this works better for me here if I do something like this. A little like that there, maybe. A little fade. Fade away. Alright, be back in a few moments. Sit tight.